Hello to the first of the conversation with BKRY series. Today, for the first episode, I have artist Dremmz coming from. Where you from?
Northwest Indiana,
Blizzard.
Munster.
Okay. So, first of its kind. This is a new type of content for me. How you feeling, man?
I feel inspired.
That's what's
Just
up.
feeling
That's what's
really
up.
excited to share thoughts.
So we're gonna have a decent conversation about yourself as a person, as an artist, all that. Gonna get into past, present, and future. You ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So, let's just start off with a simple conversation, like about who are you, where are you from, and what are you? So first, where are you from? How would you describe yourself? And also, how would you describe your music?
So my name is Will, but I go by the name Dremmz and a few other aliases, New Prophet, Red Shepherd, a lot of other nicknames. But I'm originally from Oak Lawn, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago, and I grew up there for about eight years, and then I moved all over the South Side suburbs because my parents had divorced, so it was kind of just house to house. They always lived in a different town, so I just moved all over as a kid, and then eventually I ended up here in Northwest Indiana. Do I like it? It's okay. And
I think most people say that when they
yeah,
come,
I was
like,
forced to
man,
be
it's all
here.
right.
I didn't choose, but how to describe my music though, man? It's just free expression. That's really the best way I can describe it. It's just free expression, free thought, just creativity to the highest level, or the highest level that I can project. It's an escape from reality for me and hopefully to other people. But it's really just, it's therapy for me, and it's a world that I can escape to when I feel like, you know, everyone else is against me. I just have my music as that outlet. It's my only outlet to express myself, you know?
Yeah. So, how would you say that? So let's start off with your discography, right?
Yes.
How would you? Because I briefly gave you a review of what each song meant to me and how I felt about it, like rating wise.
Yes.
I don't really like rating music, so this was new to me as
Of
well.
course, yeah.
But so discography wise, how would you say the evolution of your discography has been?
Well, I started off, I discovered hip hop with, it was through, actually, I'm very embarrassed to say this, but I discovered hip hop through Eminem. And then that led into all of Eminem's offsprings. And then eventually, after a year, I realized that shit's corny as hell. Um, so anybody who sounds like Eminem, don't be offended, but I probably don't fuck with you.
You were a big
But
Logic fan or something?
no, I never actually liked Logic. I listened to Eminem, and then
Me neither. Me
low,
neither.
low key, I can't even name. I think I was literally just Eminem for a year. And then eventually I heard Butterfly Effect by Travis Scott.
Mm.
That was the first Travis Scott song I heard. And then I heard Antidote shortly after, and I went into his catalog. And that's when I really I discovered how much albums really mean, because I never really knew what an album was. Like I had two albums growing up as a kid. I had Random Access Memories by Daft Punk, and I had Imagine Dragons, what's that? Night Visions. Yeah, I had that on CDs.
So you were more of like a single person before that, like songs here and there?
Oh no, I had those two. Those are two albums. I had them on CDs,
Gotcha.
but I never really like understood what an album was. Like, that's very convenient. But um, yeah, it really, like, once I dove into like Astroworld, because Astroworld was the album that really, like, I'm sure you remember where you were when Astroworld was like
Yeah.
that shit. Everyone was hyping that up.
It's
like,
crazy
for
because
years.
I didn't even really listen to Travis like that, but I was excited for the project. When it came out, that night was crazy. Like, I was chilling. I remember exactly where I was, every
Yeah,
song.
man.
Man, yeah, so I got
It
you. I got
was
you.
beautiful experience. But yeah, I didn't even know that it dropped that night because I think I went to sleep. I saw the bedtime. It was 2018, so you know we still got to go to sleep a
Little
little early.
Dremmz had to go to bed.
Yeah, I had so I woke up and then I was, you know, in the front yard listening to that shit, playing basketball.
Yeah.
And that shit changed my whole view, bro. After hearing Stargazing, I was like, okay, yeah, this is what an album
crazy
is.
first track.
This is what an album is, man.
So did you get more into hip hop like 2017? Is that when did you get into hip hop?
Probably 2017. But it was like very service level. Like I listened to a lot of Famous Dex, a lot of
So like what was hip, basically?
Yeah, I listened to Famous Dex, A$AP Rocky, whatever was popular, you know, a lot of XXXTentacion. I don't listen to a lot of that anymore. But yeah, how that plays into my discography, after hearing Astroworld, I really started to try to tell my story through projects. Like I tried my best to kind of calculate track lists because I always found that interesting afterwards. After hearing Astroworld, just how songs flow.
Yeah.
So I made like a few projects, but they were consisting of maybe like 3 or 4 tracks. I more so like making cover arts for them, to be honest. I just like I like the branding aspect. Like it feels like I'm presenting something cool when it's really just a lot of shit tracks. And you know, I didn't make good music back then. It was bad.
It was decent.
A lot of
like what's it called? I told you like some of them songs, man, 10 out of 10. Like
yeah, that was like
Yellow.
Yeah,
man, I was like, okay.
But this was like 2018.
Okay.
I'm talking about. That's like before anybody even. Y'all can't even find.
So that shit's not on Spotify.
Nah.
I got to do some digging.
So speaking of when my discography, when I'd actually say it started was it was on SoundCloud. It was called Shy Lights. I don't even think you've heard that. Do I recommend y'all hear it? Not really. If you want to, you know, it's still available. You can just search Dremmz Shy Lights. But yeah, that was the first time I really like tackled a project. Like I really sat around for maybe like 3 or 4 months trying to figure out how I can make a good debut album.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I came out with.
So what album? That was your debut album?
That's what I consider my debut project. But if we're talking about debut album, I'll get into that.
I got you.
So after Shy Lights, I realized that maybe releasing project on SoundCloud isn't really the best option. So, you know, I signed up for DistroKid so I can get my music on Spotify and everything. So then I did Remedy, which is just a random single I did about a girl. Like
that one was decent.
It was like
that one.
A lot of people say it's okay.
I like that one.
I don't like revisiting it because it was a true story and everything. But yeah, the Yellow EP, you said you listened to that. That's really where it started, man. Like the first song, Reality, was like, that's still symbolic because I really consider that to be the start of my discography officially, because that song, you know, the chorus is what if we replicated reality, and I continued to live up to that phrase throughout my whole catalog. You know, how do we replicate like reality in my own way, you know?
Yeah.
And that's, you know, that's what I've done. And then the Yellow EP was really just like me trying to tackle all self-produced music, because all the Yellow EP is self-produced.
Oh,
all 4 of them. That was on GarageBand actually.
Because I know you also have a background in producing. I saw a lot of your beats. Like, I think you had this one Kanye type beat. I think
on YouTube, yes.
On YouTube. No, so let me tell you. So did you self-produce all of? Let's talk about your latest project, Panorama. Did you self-produce all of that?
About 90% of it. Yeah.
God damn, because the production was top tier on that. So definitely. But yeah, let's talk about Panorama. How do you feel about that project, and how do you feel about everything about that project? Like how it's been perceived, how the rollout's been, all that. How do you feel about all that?
Yeah, that's a very conflicting question because I never really anticipated that I'd be doing Panorama, because my trajectory was to release 3004 and then lead that into the Red Shepherd, which was supposed to release 7 months ago actually. But once I started to tease the Red Shepherd, you know, we'll get into the Red Shepherd in a little bit. But
Oh, we will.
once
very shortly.
Yes. Once I started to tease some sounds from there, people weren't digging it. You know, a lot of my community, my audience, they started to kind of drift away once I started teasing a new sound. Yeah. And that, like, it hurt because I worked so hard to build a big community for my 3004 album. So Panorama was, like, supposed to be my kind of like, okay, I'll give you half of what you know about me still. Yeah. But the other half is unknown. So really Panorama, it's a spectrum of sounds. So it starts with The Window, which is the most 3004 sounding song, and then it ends with the most Red Shepherd sounding song. So it's just a full spectrum of this is what you know about me. The end is what you don't know yet.
So basically it's like Travis going from Al Faro Days Before Rodeo to Rodeo type shit.
Exactly, yes.
Gotcha. So let's actually jump into that because okay. Well, first to give you a background, right? Have I told you about how I found your page up?
No, I haven't actually.
So I found you. So personally, I do this thing where anybody that pops up on my feed from Chicago or the area, I'll follow, like straight off because it's just a good network to have. And I saw the Under the Bridge video. Loved it, man.
Thank you.
And I think that's when you started wearing the red and stuff, though. So was Under the Bridge supposed to be on Red Shepherd?
No. Really, with the red, it was like I was really inspired by Tizo Touchdown and how he brands himself because I feel like he's just such a master. He said, well, one of the things that he says that carries on with me is treat your brand like a starter pack. Like you have 4 objects that people associate with you. Yeah. So with the Under the Bridge outfit specifically, it was supposed to play into that, like giving people something to connect with. Yeah, that wasn't supposed to be Red Shepherd, but the outfit was supposed to kind of tease the Red Shepherd.
So it's like tease into it.
Yeah, but Under the Bridge was just a fun song I made. Honestly, a lot of that's what Panorama really is. It's just a lot of it is just fun music that you know.
More so like not a throwaway, but like for the wait type.
Yeah, shit. Exactly. So that's
like
what
while y'all wait.
Really. Okay. Yeah, because I get it's just I spent a lot of people don't know this, even though I try to express it, but I really try to focus in on concept projects. Yeah. And sometimes it gets a little overwhelming because as a small artist, you're pressured to release so consistently. Like everybody's in your face, be consistent, drop every week, drop every 2 weeks, drop a single. Like, nah, bro, like let me focus on giving you quality.
It's important to let it breathe.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, so Panorama was really like, okay, you guys want me to be consistent? Here you go. You have 18 tracks to choose from. That's what, like, maybe a song and a half every month. Like it's all right here. Go back to it. That's cool. But I'm gonna focus on what I want to focus on, which is another concept album that's gonna shatter the industry.
So would you say Panorama was rushed to an extent?
Yeah, it was rushed.
Cause I as well with the other rankings and stuff, I gave you a full in-depth review of Panorama.
Yes.
And as we said, as I discussed before, like the middle part of that album, like Bounce Bitch and something's like it feels off. It feels more so like you trying to experiment with something that's like
too mainstream.
It didn't feel like it placed. It felt like it should have been like those should have just been singles.
I agree. You know, I really do agree. Those are my least favorite songs on the album. I feel like that 4-track run in the middle is very mid in my opinion. I think it starts with Some Slight, Superman, Bounce Bitch, and I don't even know what's after. I be forgetting, bro. This shit's so forgettable. I don't even remember.
I gotta ask about this one line.
Yeah, go ahead. Not the Bounce Bitch one, is it?
What was up with the one line? We live from the cities of GDs and BDs. So like you said it with a voice that was like, we live from the city of GDs. Like what went through your head making that, man? Like,
so I like to clarify first. I've never met a gang member. I'm not affiliated with any gangs. So if any gang members, GDs and BDs, I am not claiming you guys, okay? I'm making that very clear. I said it because it rhymed. And to be fair, Chicago is home to the BDs and GDs, correct?
Those they in New York, they in Atlanta, like.
Yes, but it's very prominent. The Black Disciples and Gangster Disciples are prominent in Chicago. Yeah. The South Side specifically. So
off topic, but has anywhere in your life have you lived in Chicago, like 606? Anywhere in a zip code with 606?
No, I haven't actually. No.
Gotcha.
Okay. Which I do understand.
I do want to ask questions. Yes. I do want to ask more questions on that
because I did notice a lot of the criticisms you've had were about songs where I mentioned Chicago. Yeah. You know, because like it's not an accurate portrayal.
We'll get to that in a minute.
But it's really like I have a song. It's called My Chicago. It's on Shy Lights, the first track.
Okay, where, I gotta check that out.
You know, I explained that when I speak about Chicago, it's my portrayal of Chicago.
Okay.
Because Chicagoland is very wide. I've lived in Chicagoland my whole life. I mean, this is still Chicagoland, you know?
Yeah.
So when I speak about Chicago, it's just my experience, you know? It's a kind of more...
The Chicago you know.
Yeah, like slightly suburban more experience, but not like white suburban, but like just...
Not Naperville.
But, yeah, not Naperville, but like Evergreen Park, Oak Lawn, you know, shit like that.
So back to the first impressions, basically. So shortly after that Under the Bridge video, I think that's when you first teased I'm Not Wrong.
Oh, that was before.
That was before?
Yeah, that was before.
Okay, so shortly after seeing the Under the Bridge video, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
So shortly after the Under the Bridge video, that's when I seen the WUF incident.
Woke up fucked. Yes, of course.
Yeah. So what was the thought process? Because here's the thing, right? You basically uploaded, or you paid for promotion, right?
Correct.
From a underground page. And I remember the whole discourse of it, because personally, I found it entertaining. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was with everybody else. Like, what the fuck was going through your head? But we'll get to it in a second. But so you paid this promo page to basically, like, I remember the two things, because at first you denied it. At first you put it off as like, oh, that's how they wanted to portray. And then he showed screenshots. And then the screenshot said it was either compare you to a gnome or compare you to a grandmaster in the KKK.
Yes, correct.
What went through your head, man? Like, I knew what went through your head, man?
Yeah, that's a really good topic to speak about.
Because in all honesty, you, after that, I remember you apologized on your story.
Yes.
But then after listening to Panorama, to a certain extent, it made me feel like you weren't sorry about it anymore.
Yeah, so
like it went from denying it to apologizing and accepting it, and then it went to now on Panorama where you're basically saying like, oh, fuck those pages, but
that's great. So what was going through my head was, so the Dunce Hat was when I was playing GTA growing up. When you fucked up in GTA Online, you went to the bad sport lobby, you know? And that's when I heard or learned about the Dunce Hat, because the first impression I saw was, oh, we're wearing fucking KKK hood. Like, what do we... But then I realized what a Dunce Hat was, and it's when we do something stupid. Like, so I did some research on it, some historical background, and the Dunce Hat was used as a humiliation tactic used against kids back then. So basically, if a kid acted out of line in school, if he didn't follow the rules, he didn't behave, was forced to wear a Dunce Hat, sit in the corner, you know, he would have to write the same thing over and over and over and over again as punishment. So really, like, I wore that Dunce Hat because that's how I felt my whole life, because I've been bullied, I've been bullied, I've been sent to detention so many times, just beaten down by people. I've been physically abused by people in school. So even like in the music industry, it's how I feel. People think that I'm stupid. People think that the fact that I don't do what they expect me to do, that makes me a bad artist. So that's really just how I felt. If I be putting on the Dunce Hat, it just felt like I was, you know, playing into it. Because like, hey, like, you can't bully me. Like, I sound like Kanye right now. I apologize. Like, but it's really like, bro, that's really what it was. It was like, this is what you did to me. Like, if I didn't get bullied, if you treated me like a normal human being, I wouldn't even be wearing the crosshair. But the fact that you wanted to treat me like shit and treat me like a fool, this is what it led to. So really, like, that's what I should have left it at. I should have left it as something symbolic, but I fucked up as soon as I tried to make it a joke.
Yeah, that's more so what I'm asking. Like, why would you try to, like, I don't know what race or ethnic background you're from, but as somebody who's like more like, what ethnicity are you?
So I'm Eastern European Balkan, also Bosnian.
So as somebody who's like more like white perceiving, why would you make that connection?
That's a great question. So first of all, I would like to say I do not endorse the KKK whatsoever. I think everybody who's in the KKK should either be sent to jail or just straight up killed in the same ways that they killed black people back then. I think they should hang all the KKK members on the crosses and burn them. So I'd like to say that first. But I don't know. I just felt like, bro, so Woke Up Fucked, we're going to speak about them directly. It's a meme page, but also underground page. So they specialize in, we're going to make a joke out of this artist. We're not going to take him seriously. So I thought, okay, I'm going to brand this in a way where people are not taking it seriously. So I did present two models. I said you can brand this as Soviet Mono or Ku Klux Klan. Now, it was a 50-50. And he did pick the Ku Klux Klan.
Why would you add that option, man?
See, but it was a joke when I said it. So as soon as he posted it, I did kind of play into it. I was like, this gets so many likes. This is like your most interactive post. So it was really my fault for not confronting him afterwards and saying like, hey, this is not the option that I really wanted. Like, can we take this down? But
what did he say when you asked to take it down?
He said it already got so many interactions and that I have to pay him to take it down. And I was not about to pay him whatever he was asking me to pay to take it down.
I got it.
Bro, he was trying to charge me like $500.
God damn.
Like, bro.
For a $40 post?
Yeah, like I could buy your page for $500. But anyway, let's I don't know what I was thinking, I thought it was something symbolic.
Because I knew at the time you had a manager. Do you still have that manager? What happened?
Still do, yeah. He's his name is Sharuman. He's in India currently because he runs a really successful business called
Did you talk it over with your manager?
Afterwards.
Yeah, bro. Because I was like, no, bro. As somebody who manages artists, bro, I was looking at that. I was like, I was looking like, why would you do that to yourself? Man? Like,
he's definitely watching right now. We had some fun conversations afterwards.
Oh man.
Yeah, he a little disappointed, but I love my manager because he likes controversy. He recognizes that controversy is important nowadays. You have to be controversial to a degree because not like that. Of course, you can't spread hate. You can't be controversial and directly spread hate. You know what I mean? But if you act a certain way that people don't like, people see that's controversial. That's cool. Like, look at Kanye. His whole career, he's been controversial, and he's still one of the most successful hip hop artists even to this day.
I would say though, like as a growing artist though, his controversy was more so like uplifting. Like when he made that whole controversy, like the George Bush comments, he was right. He was right. When he said the Taylor Swift comments, he was right. The latest ones, they a little more questionable.
Yeah.
Like the first one when he was growing as an artist, they made sense because Beyonce should have got that award. But I to a certain extent I get you. Just I don't think it was a good call. Like
if I left it at that and didn't double down on it, I would have been right. But then I had to apologize to a lot of people because I give a very sincere apology to the black community, and I did express that because I have lot of supporters who are black, and I sent them direct messages, voice messages, where I said like, what I did is not reflective of how I feel about you. Like this is not something that you meant you, and if it does, then I really do apologize because I do recognize the very negative impact that what's going to have. I'm not endorsing that at all, and I'm with you on the fact that I hate these people. So, it wasn't good on me to double down on it. I feel like if I didn't double down and I just left it as is, I didn't embrace the joke of it, people would have been able to look back at it 10 years later and say, hey, you know what, this made very well. But unfortunately, the fact that I doubled down made it not age well.
Like, and as I was saying earlier, like, you apologizing for it, but then also, like, I feel like if you're gonna bring those comments to light in the project so frequently, because it's not just on like one song, reference these pages, you definitely need to give a little more context. Like, at least say like, oh, the reason I don't like these pages isn't because they posted something I told them to post, more so because if you would have said like, oh, he tried to charge me, he tried to extort me $500 for me to take it down, then to a certain extent I'd be like, okay, like you tried to take it down, but he was extorting. But when you just say like, when you didn't reference that at all, it's a bad look. Like, damn, the post is still up, doubling down, like calling the pages, like, you know what I mean? So a little more elaboration on the pages.
A lot of the lyrical matters were, it was like, I had so much built up frustration from people that I've fallen out with and just don't like. People who gatekeep. Because a lot of the pages that I reference, they're gatekeepers. They'll charge you a certain amount of money for a chance that, it's just, I just don't fuck with it, bro. Like,
and I understand that's related to your new page since 2004.
Yes. It's just too much money, bro. Like,
you want to talk about
every artist is getting extorted by these pages, and I just don't like it because they try to categorize you with all these other artists who sound the same. So it's like, if you don't sound like them, if you don't make drill music, they're not gonna post it. But really, like with the Panorama Project, when I diss people, when I diss pages, a lot of it was speaking on people who are not relevant enough to be dissed on the Red Shepherd, because the Red Shepherd is where I diss.
So airing it out before, so it's not bothering you.
Okay. Because it's just, I don't want that energy to lead into my next project. Like, there's people that I diss who I'm actually cool with. Like Luca. I dissed Luca on the project multiple times.
Really?
I'm cool with Luca, yeah. I love him. What'd you say on the project for Disney? What'd you say? On the song Beacon, I said, or no, on Red Delicious, I said, man, he was a fucking better.
That was him?
That's another big fucking bird. Yeah.
Because that was another question I had written down. Because a lot, as I said, a lot of the questions, or a lot of what you say on the project, it's like you're talking to somebody, but we don't know who it is.
Yeah.
So one of the questions I had was, who's fucking manager was he talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, we can go through the whole track list. I mean,
I was like,
we're
wait a
already,
minute.
what, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes into the interview? I mean, if y'all are still here, we can go straight through. The Window is a song that was supposed to have an artist named Sajli on it. Shout out Sajli though, because I do like your aesthetic. Your music is okay, but I like your aesthetic. I mean, the way I'm dressed, this turban up here is inspired by you, but I'll admit that. He was supposed to be on that song, The Window, which I think is a really good song. I'm pretty sure you rated it 8 out of 10, correct? Yeah, I think it's a good song. He said he didn't like it at all. So he requested to be taken off, but in a very hostile way that I did not appreciate. So I did sample him on the song. After my verse, there's a little voice that says, I do not give a fuck. That song's not good, So I put in that song, and then the second song, I'm Not Wrong, Not Dissing Nobody, Under the Bridge, Not Dissing Nobody. Red Delicious, I dissed Luca, his manager, and I'm pretty sure that's it for that song. Until we meet again.
Do they know you dissed him?
Luca does. I'm not sure about Preston. Preston doesn't connect with me.
I just got cool with Preston, man. I'm not trying to ruin that. That's my fishing advice.
Yeah, Preston's a good guy. You know? I don't mind Preston. There's an incident that I don't even know if I'm speaking but this isn't honest interview. So if you do want to be real, people already know about this. So I was going through Instagram like a year ago, and there's a girl that was really attractive. So like I liked her post. Turns out that was Preston's girlfriend at the time. Well, no, actually, it was his ex-girlfriend, but they had just broken up about 2 days before.
Damn.
So he was off of her page completely. Like he wasn't in any post.
So you ain't seen.
I just assumed like she's single. And then he
How
hit
you
me up
find
like, "Yo, that's my girl. Like, why'd you comment on her post?" Because
you ain't know.
He was still lurking in her post after. So he got a little mad about that. But then we made up like earlier this year because we went to Luca's show together. I was a cameraman. But yeah, and then on Until We Meet Again, I diss a videographer that I worked with previously for my music video for The Promise, which I think is a really, really good video. I just should have adjusted the brightness a little bit. It's really dark. But his name is Izzy, and I think he's a really, really good videographer. But I did diss him in that song. And then just a lot of other disses throughout the project, like pages, specific pages, a lot of shout outs too. Shout out Off Record Sounds, Jeevan, that's my brother. Yeah, a lot of miscellaneous disses throughout, but really a lot of those people I am pretty cool with. Gotcha. I just wanted to air out before leading that energy into the next project because it just felt pointless and immature.
Now there is another lyric that I can't lie. When you said this lyric, I was like, excuse me? And it was the lyric about allegations. I think if you're going to mention allegations, you definitely got to like address it. Because I was like,
Yeah, it's nothing serious. I was with a girl before releasing my 3004 project. I was with a girl. She inspired a lot of the more love songs on that project and breakup songs.
Yeah. So
shout out to her because you helped me write the album, even though it's still fuck you. But anyway, on that song Beacon, basically the reason that she left me. So we went on a few dates together.
Yeah.
And when we were in my bedroom all the time, what do couples do in the bedroom? You know what I mean? So yeah, we got intimate, you feel me? And after that, after we broke up, she tried to accuse me of forcing her to do things, which is very not true at all. So I was just saying because like there was never anything non-consensual at all. Those are things that get
how do you
brought
know
up.
it was totally consensual? Like what made it? What? So she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm comfortable."
Yes, I always asked if she was comfortable.
Okay.
And she always initiated the intimacy.
Okay. So it wasn't like a one-time thing. It was like, and it was in a bedroom.
Yeah, and it was like after.
This is what you gotta like.
After we broke up too.
This is what you gotta like clarify because like.
Well, no, it's because
very
I like the
raising.
questions.
But, what about those people that don't ask questions though? Like because some people they'll hear allegations, just be safe. They'll be like, "I know."
That's a good question. BKRY Media Dremmz interview out now for anyone that has questions. Or you can hit my DM, bro. Because no one wants to hit my DM up here.
But do you get what I'm saying? Like, just like with the KKK comparison. When you say certain things without explanation or like elaborating on it in that song, it raises eyebrows.
That's
like
true.
A lot. And that's when like, let's say this, if I was a first time listener and I heard that song, I'd be like, oh, I'd be like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I definitely feel like if you're going to rap about, like, I'm all for rapping about situations, but when you do rap about a situation, you definitely got to elaborate. Like, especially in like that.
Of course, yeah. It's really like I like to initiate conversations. Like one of my favorite artists is Harrison Bortz. I don't know if y'all familiar with him, but he has a song called "Respect" that really caught my attention, and I never knew what he was saying on the song because he pronounces his words very like slurred.
Yeah.
He has an accent too. So I kept listening over and over and over again, trying to get what he's saying. I went to live performances to see what he was saying. I don't know. There's just something in me that was like, okay, I want to figure out what he's talking about. So I use that technique in my music where I mention something so out of context that it makes people re-listen and be like, okay, he said this. Now let me go to his page and see what he's talking about. If it's not on the Instagram page, I go to YouTube. I'll find a music video. Maybe that references it.
Yeah.
Because it sparks curiosity, you know? It sparks people to really dig in and figure out what is being said here. Now, with the Ku Klux Klan allegations, that's easily accessible. You can just go to my YouTube and see.
No, but what I'm saying is,
with
like,
the allegations, though, that should actually be addressed.
yeah, like when it's something serious, I definitely feel like it should be more so addressed. Like,
Yeah.
as you said, like if it's something like,
you won't find info on that.
I beat dude's ass at the park, like that's something you don't really need to elaborate on it, something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
because it's self-explanatory. If somebody wants to do research, they can ask. But when it's serious, that's when I'm like, that's when I feel like personally, you definitely got to elaborate. Because I was like, ooh, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's tight, but
I get it. We could, yeah.
So,
the next topic.
I got a couple more. What's it called? So, I don't know if this was on 3. I think this was on 3004. But
yeah, we can talk about 3004. I haven't ever talked about that interview before.
Got you. So what happened in Shepherd's Park?
Shepherd's Park. Wait, what?
What happened in Shepherd's Park?
That's the wrong album. That song Gregorious. I said that on the song Temptation.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Shepherd's Park. So this wasn't even a serious incident, honestly. Yeah. I just mentioned Shepherd's Park because it was local, but something did happen there where I was I visited that park with one of my friends who was my videographer at the time, and you know, some people from my childhood that I went to school with, some skater kids, they try to start an issue. You know, they try to get hostile with us, and like I'm just not about that. Like I don't like fighting people. Like, could we skip the Shepherd Park question? I feel like it's not.
No, you good. Don't worry about it. You good, man.
You're good.
Skip it.
That's not irrelevant. It's
okay.
Yeah. Good question. It's not really.
So
wasn't serious.
I maybe this was what I meant with 304, or it's a different project.
2004.
But I have something written down about a screenshot and then you transferring schools. You want to talk about that or not?
The transfer schools?
Yeah, because of a screenshot.
Was that on? Oh yeah. That's a good question. I kind of remember that actually, because that was also a previous project. The screenshot maybe transfer schools. Yeah, so when I was in 5th grade, I got my first phone. That's way too young to get a phone, especially in 2015.
I got mine in like 7th grade, I think, man.
Yeah, 5th grade, I was still in elementary school, and it was an interesting situation. I was talking to a girl who was in my school. We kind of liked each other, and I ended up I sent her explicit pictures in 5th grade. And yeah, I don't know. It's like I have like addictions that I still struggle with to this day. I haven't done anything like that since.
Gotcha.
So I'm glad that I learned from that incident, but it made me have to transfer schools because obviously in 5th grade, that's not something you do.
No, I got you.
Yeah. I did learn from that though. I transferred. Yeah.
I got you.
I haven't ever spoken. That's a good question. You're making me dig deep for these answers, bro.
Yeah, like when I was listening, I was just like, what did he not elaborate that he might want to?
Yeah, but Yeah, I'm glad I got to speak about that because then I get to mention that I do struggle with some addictions.
Gotcha. Um. Okay. Okay. So, is there any questions? I still have two more topics. Is there any questions you want to ask me, or like your way you want to say, like anything about your music or anything like that? Like, what do you want to talk about?
I like to talk. So two things I like to talk about: 3004, the album. Do you have any questions, or do you want me to just speak about it?
Um, I man, 3004 and Panorama. It's like they're very connected. So I really fuck with both of them, especially 3004. 3004 sounds like, what's the way to say it? That one sounds like a more mainstream type of project,
Yes,
while Panorama's more underground.
of course.
But it's like it works. Like I feel like if the fat was trimmed from both projects, those would be like both tens.
Of course.
But because of like the midsections light, some slight and stuff like that, it lowers it a little bit. Like Panorama, I consider Panorama like a 7 or an 8. Like that's a good ass project. It's just that middle section that makes it lack.
Yeah, but yeah, we talk about 2004. So after I released Sugar Free, so we haven't talked about Sugar Free yet, but Sugar Free was like the first introduction to my mental illnesses because I've never spoken about that in my music before.
Yeah.
That, but Sugar Free was really just me opening up because Sugar Free means not sugarcoating anything. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be very honest with you. So Sugar Free is addressing like suicidal thoughts, my having father issues
Yeah.
throughout my whole life, and just really like negative thoughts that I've had throughout my life, and addressing mental illness. So after coming off of that, I felt like I had to redeem myself because I was in such a dark mental state after that. Because the last song on Sugar Free is Lucky,
Yeah.
which you rated 10 actually, 10 out of 10. That song I addressed suicidal thoughts. So after that, I felt like, damn, like I cannot go down that road. Like, how do I come back from dropping a song about suicide? Like, I have to come with something so like just
Left field.
not left field, but just like redeeming. So I released I Will, which you really like that project. A lot of the songs in there,
Yeah.
I think the lowest was a 5 out of 10, which is great.
That I Will is definitely, so even though Panorama and 3004 are definitely your best projects,
Yeah.
my personal favorite is I Will.
Yeah, I like that. But I Will was a placeholder because, so coming off of Sugar Free, the last song, Lucky, Suicide, the first song on I Will is called Die. So I Will, the concept of that is a reverse life. So there's this poem by, I believe, George, the fuck, who's that comedian that's like atheist and shit? I forgot
I
his
know
name.
who
I'm
you're
so
talking about.
sorry. I forgot his name.
He's
If
funny as
anybody
hell.
knows. Yeah, I love that
I know
guy.
who you're talking
He
about.
says some real shit, but it was a poem that he wrote, or even just a statement, I think. But it was like, what if we started life at the last gunshot and we ended life back in the womb? And that like this interests me because that's not a perspective we think about. Like, what if we were born in the retirement home and we die in like elementary school? So I went into that concept for I Will, where it starts with death and it ends with birth. So Wait, it's titled Wait 8.11.2004, which you really like. You rate that at 10 as well. But Wait is like wait for my birth. So
Yeah.
2004 on 3004, the intro track, that's the next day. So I
So that's
Will
like the
leads
birth
in.
to 3000.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's basically two lives. Sugar Free, I kill myself. I Will is me sort of going back in time to when 3004 would happen.
Gotcha.
So after I Will, 3004, man, I locked in so fucking hard. When I tell you, bro, I wanted to be a director. Everything that an album needed, that's what I was doing with 3004. That took me over a year.
Trust me, you
over
could tell.
2 years.
You could tell. You had a lot going. Even off topic, but even you asking like to do a video for 3004 at first seasons,
Yeah.
I'm excited as fuck. But it's like it was crazy because I was like, damn, like you already putting out 2 other projects or planning to,
Yeah.
and you still I was like, okay.
But yeah, the 3004, like I really, bro, I wanted this to be a full story, and like every song has its identity, but it still leads into the next project. So the concept of 3004 is it's a millennium of life where it starts out with me, you know, raised in a, well, not me specifically, but like a dramatic version of me. So let's say 2004, a kid is born in an unfortunate situation. You know, he was abandoned. And when he's 18, that's the song Pipe Dream. He turns 18 and he decides to go on this big journey to save the city that he grew up in, because he recognizes that the environment around him is so corrupt and he has to do something about it. Like he has to find the answers, come back and do something. So Pipe Dream, he goes out on the journey. Dawn of Serenity is him walking through the city to leave Chicago. So that's why I reference a lot of things in Dawn of Serenity that you might not have got. Like just specific locations, Millennium Park, places that I went to growing up.
I did, one of the last topics I have is actually the topic of Chicago, right? So
Of course.
we've established that, so a lot of 3004, the issues I had with it, I think you already said this, is the topic of gun violence in Chicago.
Yes.
The easiest way to put this is, as somebody who has been firsthand and seen gun violence, I've lost friends, family, people very close to me,
yes,
to a gun. And I know a lot of people who have dealt that violence as well. So from my standpoint, it felt to a certain extent awkward. Knowing, or at least at the moment, assuming that you didn't have a background like that. And now it being confirmed, it's very off. Because it's more so feeling like you're speaking on something you don't really know a lot about. So for you to, like, even, I don't know if you really did some research, but one of the streets you said, Kenzie, and
Kenzie.
You said something in Kenzie. That's more west side, but you said it was south side. So I was like, wait a minute. Like, even, I was listening to it, I was like,
83rd and Kenzie?
Did he say that was, well, man?
If y'all look that up, though, there was an incident on 83rd and Kenzie, which is why I did say that specifically, because there was a real incident.
I did the research on it and stuff, and I found the incident. But when you called it south side when it's west side,
yeah, my fault. Yeah.
Like it felt like, to me, from once again that background, it felt like a kid from the suburbs trying to talk about gun violence that he had no business in talking about.
Of course.
Like there's a difference in raising awareness, and then there's a talk, like it was like an obsession with south side of Chicago.
Yes.
So I
can get into that though.
Yeah, definitely. It was just, from my standpoint, it was just so, it was awkward.
Yeah, because I do understand that actually. So the project does explain that very well though. So after Dawn of Serenity, we get into, 365, and that's where I'm really trying to like find like, okay, what's the answer to solving this issue?
Yeah.
So first I try money, attention, see if that works. No, it didn't work. Light turns on, I try love. Cry about it. I just go further out to find more answers, and, promise, I believe in you. I start to get a better self-belief. So as the project takes a shift of seasons, I start to get distracted. So I fall in love, I break up, all that crazy shit. So then by the time I return to Chicago in the song Beautifully Deceased, that's when I return. I do realize that, okay, look, I can't do anything, because like what I'm seeing is, even if I tried to make an impact, it's already gone to shit. Like I'm not able to be the voice that can make the change here, because I don't know enough. Like I don't know enough about the situation I grew up in. Like, so it's really like at the end, I come to grips with the fact that I shouldn't change something that I'm not educated in, which is what you say, you know. I didn't really, like, I know people who have lost people to gun violence, but I don't personally know anybody who was lost to it.
Yeah.
Now, I've suffered loss, but not from violence. So it's really like 3004 is just trying to change something that's not able to be changed. Like, you just, life is about getting distracted. So 3004 is like, it's embracing the fact that you get distracted along the way, because you know what they say, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Yeah.
So 3004 is just embracing that. Please get distracted, do side quests, because it's gonna look way cooler on your resume when you do side quests. You feel me? But yeah, so 3004, that was such a planned out project. Like, if I could show y'all the notes, bro, a whole section of my notes app from maybe October 2023 till up to September 2024 or 2023. So it started 2022 and then it went to 20. Is that a flyer B?
That's a fly.
Okay. So a whole year period. It's just notes, scripts, video scripts, concepts, ideas, stories, everything you can think of. I had mood boards on Pinterest, over 100 mood boards on Pinterest. What do I want this song to look like? What do I want this to portray? What symbolism am I doing? So I came down to this flower, the yellow flower. It symbolizes basically inspiration. So in the 3004 film, which I attempted to do a full film, I only got halfway through though, because of lack of resources, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
So it starts with this prophet who places a seed in the ground in an alley, and 18 years later, I find the flower that was planted, because the seed, you know, grew into a flower. It's this yellow flower.
Yeah.
I pick that up and I use it as like my power. Like, this is my inspiration. This is what's going to lead me. So by the end of the project, I put the flower in a time capsule. That's another symbolism I use in that project. I put it in a time capsule and I buried it for like the next generation, because I realized that I don't have the answers, you know?
Okay.
So yeah, 2004, bro, I really want y'all to listen to 2004. That was a very thought out project, and watch the visuals too, please. Like, shout out to my videographer, Parker, PKPJ. He did all the videos for 2004. I don't know what he's going through right now. I haven't spoken to him in a while, but he's a childhood friend I grew up with. Like, really shout out to him, bro, because it would not exist without him. And a lot of my visuals would not exist without him.
So, back to the terms of like gun violence and stuff though.
Yes.
What were you hoping to do by talking about those experiences without having those experiences yourself?
So, well, 2004 is fictional, you know? So it starts with a character who loses his father and his uncle at a young age. So due to losing those people, it leads to the generational curse of, hey, I don't have a father. Like, so I didn't learn anything from my father. I didn't have a stepfather, nothing.
So it was like a fictional standpoint.
Yeah, it was a fictional
standpoint. And they were
standpoint.
lost to gun violence.
Yes, so
the uncle and the dad.
In the fictional standpoint, yes, they were lost to gun violence.
Okay.
And then down the road, that leads to me not being educated enough, not having the knowledge, the fatherly love that I should have had as a child.
Okay.
And then leading to me continuing the curse that all the men before me had, which was, you know, leaving their women, you know, planting the seed and leaving.
Yeah.
So that's how it plays into the story. Like I said, it's fictional. I haven't experienced it.
Just from a standpoint of me, right?
Yes.
Somebody like me, at least, I can't speak for everybody, but at least from the standpoint of somebody like me, it comes off as ignorant. It comes off as like insensitive, because like I've already said, I'm lost a lot of people to gun violence, friends, family, etc.
Yeah.
I've known a lot of people. Like, I've known vice lords, four corners, BDs, GDs, like all that. So knowing all these people and knowing what they're going through, knowing what I've went through, it comes off it came off as ignorant and insensitive. So it's not more so like, oh, da 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 da. That's more so just me trying to give you an understanding of somebody who at least comes from us. Because you ever see those movies by like those short films by like college kids and stuff where it talks about gun violence?
Yeah.
But you could tell they never like been through that. Yeah, it's like that. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
yeah. I mean, even at that, gun violence is it plays a very, very small role in the story of 2004. It's only mentioned about once or twice.
I'm just talking about the songs it was. Like Dawn of Serenity, that was like...
Of course, yeah. I understand it. I empathize with that you lost people. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
But
I was just giving you more so like a reason why I gave that song.
See, what I'll say is I wish there was somebody out there who went through those experiences and lived through it. I wish somebody would make a 3004. So I don't have to, you know? If somebody could step up to the plate and really make the project again.
People talk about their experience with gun violence all the time, though.
Yeah, but it's like there's albums that talk about it, but there's not albums that really dive into it while also going through a whole storyline and a journey, you know? Like maybe Kendrick with Good Kid, Mad City, but in the underground, very rare.
I mean, there's Chicago artists, maybe not projects, but they have definitely released songs that detail their experience. Like two of my favorite songs by these artists, King Von, somebody with a very lengthy rap sheet. Definitely check out the song Wayne's Story. Goes very in depth, very emotional song, and with a great story as well. Another one, Polo G, Bloody Canvas. Like these are two songs that do really well to educate on what gun violence does to a person, how it cultivates and continues a pattern of hate.
Well, yeah, King Von is definitely a good example of how gun violence can shape you. Because obviously, I don't listen to King Von because I know what King Von has done, and you know he's damn near a serial killer. You know what I mean?
That's the thing.
But it's really like his music. What you're saying is it's a story of what led to him becoming a killer. Like these are the experiences that shaped him to being okay with killing people.
And so you really got to look at it from a third standpoint. Like you can't just look at it like, oh, he's doing it for fun. Like he has those same people that he like. I hate that we even talking about King Von right now because this ain't about King Von. But
it's okay.
It's from
we can
his
talk about
standpoint,
inspirations.
He's just trying to correct what happened to his friends. And the reason that it happened to his friends was because the other side was just trying to correct what happened to his friends and family. It's a cycle. So when you speak about it on Dawn of Serenity, it's a very different. You could tell the difference between Dawn of Serenity and something like.
Yeah, it's an outsider looking in for sure. Yes. Because I'm not a drill rapper, you know.
Yeah.
I never lived.
I mean, you don't got to be a drill rapper. It's more so about experience. Like you shouldn't really talk about an experience that you haven't had, or at least in making that project, you should have had at least one person around you to help out with that. Like you can't talk about selling drugs unless you or somebody you know sold drugs. You know what I mean? So it's like that. Like when you talk about
my father was a drug addict.
No, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're using that as an example. Like, I get you. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. But either way, you know, I'll make sure to not speak on things that I haven't directly experienced.
Or more so just as, like, find people who have gone through that so it's not insensitive.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what I'm doing with The Red Shepherd, because I want The Red Shepherd to be such an accurate portrayal.
I'm excited for that project.
The things. Because, like, really, like, y'all don't know this, but I have a whole note it's the full album written start to finish.
Yeah.
And it's just every detail, even, like, the samples I use, the clips, when the sound details, I put that in because I want it to be something that you can read.
Yeah.
Like with Childish Gambino, for example, because the internet, it was a screenplay.
Yeah.
You could read that start to finish and understand a story. Good Kid, Mad
Love
City.
that project.
Good Kid, Mad City, same thing. You started
that project.
the end of it, you know exactly what happened. Nothing's left out. You understand it. I want the Red Shepherd to be that. So I'm surrounding myself with people who have gone through these situations. So my father, he was a meth addict for a few years, and he would frequently get schizophrenic symptoms from meth because it puts you in the state of paranoia where everybody's against you. Even the fucking grass is against you. Like, he would probably be, if he was still on meth, he would be standing up on this table like, the grass, it's gonna get me. So really, like, I try to learn from him to speak on these experiences.
Yeah.
Because he's gone through it and he's my father. And then even like, we can talk about some trips after this, but I'm going places that are full of people who've experienced.
Definitely. We're gonna get into
communism.
We're gonna get into Red Shepherd heavy at the end.
But let's talk about the period of March this year where I went to New York and San Francisco to see the Kiss Takeover event.
Yeah.
So I saw that Kiss Takeover. Big shout out to Arshawn, Kiss Takeover. I saw that they were doing an event in New York City, their first ever event with Cole Bennett. Cole Bennett, I love Cole Bennett. He's from the Chicago area.
Yeah.
A local celebrity, influencer. Well, not influencer, but big influence. You know, groundbreaking video director. I'm sure you take a lot of inspiration as well.
Definitely.
Maybe even your biggest, possibly, Cole Bennett.
One of them.
Because I know BKRY wants to be like,
Yeah.
like the next lyrical lemonade.
Shit.
So yeah, I saw that was happening, and I instantly, like, I don't know what, like, I don't usually do that shit, like, just off the bat book a flight and be there, but something like in me just said like, hey, you have to go to this. Like, why? Like, why did I decide, bro? New York is far from here, man.
Yeah. It's
a 12-hour drive. So I booked an expensive ass flight to get to New York City like the next week. So with a week time, I was in New York City, and keep in mind, like, my job, I work damn near minimum wage. Like, I can't afford to be like booking flight, bro. These motherfuckers. So I can't afford to be going to New York City just off the whim. So there I am at this event. I don't even know how I got there. The shit. I was so confused. I was like, where am I? Like, oh. So I was there, and I met up with my bro Lucas Santana, another really great underground artist. Yeah, so I met up with him. He helped me get into the event because I got there a little bit late. I had to get a really expensive Uber to get there from the airport. So I was there last minute, got in. I was sitting in the back because, I don't know, I couldn't get to the front. So they were doing the aux. Like, every artist that came in, like, they picked about 4 or 5 to play their music. So I was ready to play Under the Bridge because I made that song about the experience.
Yeah.
Last minute, they said, we're playing 1 minute of each song, 60 seconds. The first 60 seconds of Under the Bridge does not talk about that at all. I was like, what the fuck do I do? So I go up there because he called me out because I'm in my all red outfit. Nobody else is wearing all red. This fucking trench coat. I'm like, ah! So he calls me up, and I plug in my phone and I play I'm Not Wrong. They were not fucking with it at all. I was so disappointed. I was like, dude, I came all this way to play a song for Arshawn and he didn't like it. And Cole Bennett wasn't even there yet either. So I was just playing it for Arshawn.
Why didn't you skip ahead at the Under the Bridge?
Because they weren't letting you. They just played it straight off the bat.
Oh, you were playing it on their stuff?
Yeah, okay. Exactly. So, yeah, I was just so I was disappointed, man. I went all that way, and by the time like the event was over and Cole Bennett was like leaving, now they said some really real shit. I learned a lot from their interview.
Yeah.
I couldn't even talk to Cole Bennett, bro. Like, he talked to so many people, I couldn't even speak to him once. Like, I even stayed after trying to, plead with the security. Like, hey, like, is there a way that I can just speak to Cole Bennett for like just 60 seconds? And they were like, we'll see what we can do. No, we already left. Damn. I went back to the hotel and I left the next day. I was like, damn. Because Arshawn has said, like, I've messaged him directly trying to get him to listen to my music. Like, hey, like, I'm doing something different. I'm a groundbreaking artist. Like, you need to tap in with me, bro. Like, really, you will like what I do. And he said he will not listen unless it pops up organically. I was like, well, what the fuck, man? Like, okay, if you want it to pop up organically, then I'll go to you. Like, I'll book a flight to be right in front of you and play my music. And I just kind of fumbled that experience.
Gotcha.
So then after I came back home, I had 3 days, and then I went to San Francisco because my manager had invited me out there to stay in his apartment and just explore the city. That's when I got the idea to do Under the Bridge, which I did one video in Chicago,
in San Francisco and New York.
Yeah, so I was going to do the Brooklyn Bridge, but I didn't have a videographer because, bro, I had this like crazy idea that when I'm at the event, I'm going to go up to Cole Bennett. I'm going to say, hey, let's do a video under the Brooklyn Bridge.
You think that would have worked?
I thought it would.
It wouldn't have worked.
I thought it would.
Busy as hell.
Cole Bennett, if you're watching this, we can still do that if you want.
Busy as hell, man.
I'm gonna have a Lyrical Lemonade video either way. So anyway, I went to San Francisco. We did that Under the Bridge video at the Golden Gate Bridge, and yeah, San Francisco was great, man. I stayed in the worst area of San Francisco. I don't know if y'all familiar with the Tenderloin.
No.
It's a lot of drug addicts, a lot of homeless people. So that was really, I probably experienced more firsthand being in the Tenderloin than anything I talked about on 3004. Like, dead ass, bro. That, I should have went to the Tenderloin and then made 3004.
And then
there was some crazy shit. I mean, wow. But yeah, it was, I thought I'd like blow up at that point. Like, oh, he went to New York City. He went to San Francisco. He's making big moves. Tumbleweeds. Complete tumbleweeds. I was like, shit, I fumbled it, bro.
It's all about that effort, man.
KTO, Cole Bennett, if you're watching, please, guys, I'm telling you, I have the recipe. We'll take a clip out of this just to post it on its own, calling them out. Hey, please, Arshan, please, man. I came to you.
I had one last topic. This was more so related to the last thing we said before the KTO topic. So in your songs, right, so there's 3 different tones of voice you use, at least that I've seen, right? There's your normal conversation like now. There's the tone of voice you use when you sing, and then there's the tone of voice when you rap. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of other ones, but yeah.
Well,
I'm kind of like Kendrick with the vocals.
So the thing with, this is something that, at least for me, is hard to listen to. Like, it was something I had to get over before going into your discography, because if I would have kept the mindset, it would have been hard for me to listen to. I'm a very big person. Do you know what code switching is?
Yeah.
So for me to hear you in person, like you have a lot of songs that is like a normal tone of voice, like it's just you singing. But then once you start rapping, you could tell you put like this different type of voice and tone on. And that's where it's a little hard to it was hard to listen to at first.
Yeah, every artist has that.
No. I'm not talking about like a normal tone of voice, like how Kendrick does, like all these different like vocal things. It's more so like, so in a lot of the raps, not a lot of them, but in a couple of the raps on Panorama, right? You talk very, I would say like tough talk. So in this tough talk, that's when you put on this like, it sounds like a voice you do, like, I don't know what to call it, but
like I can do the voice like straight up, like right now, like,
yeah, man, and that's the thing. It feels because you don't talk like that. So why do you rap like that? You know what I mean?
That's
like
a good question.
when you think of like Kendrick, Kanye, the same way they rap normal is the same way they talk.
Well, see, Kanye has songs where he puts on the tough talk. Like if we're talking about Don't Like, the remix of Don't Like. What do you think that song?
So where would you say that people, like, let's say your rap tone, right?
Crucify me like they did Christ.
So let's say your rap tone, right?
Yeah.
Kanye's lived in areas where those people talk about that, like talk like that. so it's normal to him. He's been in areas where that's the normal tone of voice. Same with me, same with a lot of the people I know, etc. What would you say gives you that tone of voice? Like, where have you stayed that, you know, like you?
Well, I just
because it feels like code
learned.
switching. It feels like code switching.
I just learned that tone of voice. I don't know. I feel like when I first started rapping, you know, I was influenced by Eminem at that point. Yeah. So I was like, as I, you know, started listening to more music, I mean, my music taste is very expansive. I mean, we can talk about inspirations, but after that, I started listening to Kanye, Kendrick, everybody. Like, that's just, when I listened to myself, it just didn't hit, you know? It just didn't sound good to me. Like, I make music that sounds good to me. If I have to do a certain voice to make it sound good to me, then that's fine. But it's just like,
but that's not fine.
I just learned, like, of course.
Like, let's say for the instance, Drake came from a safe neighborhood, came from a neighborhood that didn't have a lot of gun violence or like tough situations.
Of course.
But later down his career,
he's a culture vulture. Yeah,
exactly. He delved into this tough talk, this accent. Like, so looking at your music as well, like, don't get me wrong, like, before all that Kendrick shit came out and all that, I was a fan of Drake. I was like, even though it's fake,
I like how I say before.
Yeah, like, shit, because I was like, I deleted all that shit.
Hey, Kendrick won that shit.
But no, so what's it called? Like, let's say compare Take Care to Her Loss. Whole different tone of voice. And he's tough talking. Yeah. He's acting like he got shooters and shit. He acting like he got sticks. All that. But you know it's fake. So it sounds off.
That's a big difference though between Drake and me.
Why is it different though?
It's different because of what Drake talks about.
But you have some of that too.
I don't talk about shooting people. Drake talks about he has shooters.
I can find at least 3 lyrics where you talking about shooting people.
Okay, but the difference with Drake, Drake, I don't put on a hood persona. I don't dress like I'm from the hood. You know, Drake acts so hard.
I'm talking about just the music.
Just the music? Yeah, I mean, Drake.
The way you talk,
I wouldn't make a song
sounds like you trying to come off like you from the streets. Like, because there's definitely at least 2 or 3 lyrics on Panorama where you talking about something with a gun. So you get what I'm saying? Like,
now, first of all, I don't own a gun, but if we want to talk about straight up violence,
yeah. No, I'm talking about just a gun, like shooting.
I have slapboxed some people in one, so I do have the right to talk about beating motherfuckers up. We can talk about that. When I was in school, I was bullied so hard. I was bullied for just being myself and doing things that I wanted to do, having YouTube channels, expressing myself, dressing a certain way, being creative.
I'm talking about the gun talk.
People bully me.
I'm talking about the gun talk.
Gun talk. I don't have guns. I don't shoot people.
So why do you talk about it in your rap though?
I've only said it about twice and it sounds cool.
But still, you know what I mean?
I won't talk about guns no more.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, you see what I'm saying? Like how Drake, he puts on that tone of voice that like talk tough. How is it different from you? Like, what's the difference when you put on that tone of voice than Drake?
It sounds good to me. When I listen to it, it sounds good.
It probably sounds good to Drake too. Like, you see what I mean?
Well, it's just, bro, like with Drake is using, let's say, his father. Drake used his father's affiliations in Memphis to portray himself as a Memphis gangster.
I'm just talking about music.
Yeah, but I think there's a big difference between my music and Drake's, because Drake is not on the same level that I'm at creatively. Yeah. And I'm just being so honest with you. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Oh, nobody knows that you're underground. If you listen to my catalog and you listen to Drake's catalog, I am more creative than Drake. I make albums. Drake makes playlists. Definitely. So if we're talking strictly music, I am making the more creative music. I'm making my vocal inflections work. If I put on a voice, it's intentional. It's either playing a character, or it's giving a different perspective. It's answering a different part of my mind, because a lot of it is like, if I'm talking violent, there's a part in my mind that just makes me want to talk violent. Like, it's a temptation, you know? Yeah. It's like different parts of me are speaking. If they're accurate, whatever. My music is about mental illness. dual personalities, that's a really big
isn't
thing.
when you're talking about like Fortnite kids talking shit, like all that. You know what I mean? You know, like, man, like I completely agree. Like you put way more effort than Drake. Drake makes music just to make money.
Yeah.
He puts out music just to make money. He
I don't make
leeches
any
off
money.
other people's creativity. Now, what I'm focused on is the tone of voice. What's the difference in you using that tone of voice and not being around that? Because it's unorganic. It's unorganic. So what's the difference between, and as I said, I had to get used to you using that voice in order to become a fan of your music. Because as I said, I'm a fan of Panorama,
Yeah.
3004, I Will, but it took me a minute to for real get into it because of that tone of voice.
Of course. Well, I don't make accessible music, and like I admit that.
But does that make it okay to use that tone of voice though?
Once people understand it, yes. I want people to, like, when they first hear it, be like, a few more listens, okay, I get it, I'm okay with this. Like how you got used to it. Like,
yeah.
Over time, you understood it, you got used to it.
But do you see how using that tone of voice makes you appear like a culture vulture, like how you said?
Yeah, and
you're okay with that?
I'm not a culture vulture.
But do you see how it comes off as such?
It's just, I mean, bro, it's not that far removed from my real voice. Like the way I'm talking right now, it's even
very different.
It's not that different. Like if I, okay, name a song where I do that voice.
I could play it. Hold on. Wait, let me see your phone. Actually, wait, you play it.
Okay, what song is it though?
Cause any rap. Say, put on Beacon.
Beacon. So we're talking about,
like, and I could put a clip of the song to make it more audible. That sounds way
the same
different.
motherfuckers who claim they godly.
Wait.
And then doubt me.
Now say it normal.
Why don't you show some love?
Say it normal.
The same hypocrites who claim they godly.
No, like, say it like you in a conversation. Like this.
Be the same hypocrites who claim they godly and then doubt me. Why don't you show some love if you godly?
You see how there's like an extra, like,
yeah, you put emphasis when you're rapping. Rapping is rapping, talking is talking.
It's like a different type of speech though.
Of course. That's how do you make music?
Not yet.
So when you're making music, it's performative. You feel me? There's talking, there's rapping, there's singing. They're three different things.
But why does your rap tone have to sound like you putting on a voice?
It's not putting on a voice, though. It's just when I project my voice to that's how it sounds. Because
when you're doing a voice,
I've listened to Kanye growing up.
Yeah.
So my
that doesn't mean you talk like Kanye. You know what I mean?
Over time, look, let's say if you grew up in Memphis like Drake's dad did,
yeah,
you would talk like you're from Memphis. If you're there for, let's say, 10 years, over time, you're going to develop an accent. It just happens, you know? If you go to New York for 10 years, you'll come home, they'll be like, whoa, you said, huh?
So if you go to that place and stay there for a long time, you're going to get the accent?
Yes, because it's situational. When you surround yourself with people who talk a certain way, it has an effect on you. So
who have you surrounded yourself?
I don't have much social interaction. So a lot of the most words that I hear are from music because I don't talk to many people. So when I have my AirPods in for the past 8-9 years, it's been Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator, Travis Scott.
Yeah.
All their voices, they have an effect on me over time where even I start to talk like them. And I'm not like, it's not like just me putting it on. It's just when you listen to Kanye West over and over and over again, you start to develop the way he talks.
I get what you're saying. But then to that question, right? If you've developed the way they rap, why don't you talk like that then? Like, why is there a difference between how you talk and how you rap? Like, shouldn't you be talking how you rap?
No.
Even if you're talking normal? Like, why is it only when you rap? Because
I think
with the way you said, right? You said, oh, if you go to New York, stay there for 10 years, come back, you're going to develop an accent. And I think that's true. Mm-hmm. If you go anywhere, if you go to London, you might develop an accent. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But the thing is, why does it only affect you musically but not normally? Because in this entire conversation, you've been like, the way you talk in this entire like conversation is very different than how you rap.
Well, if you've heard me before I started listening to music, I sounded a lot different. So over time, the music that I've listened to has affected the way I projected my voice, and that's just, it is natural. I can't do anything to stop it, you know.
But why?
But
Man,
like
I understand you
different.
surrounded yourself musically with these artists that
Yes.
talk in a certain tone, right?
If I recorded music in this voice, it wouldn't sound good. You have to have a rap voice. That you can ask any
Why
rapper.
you have to though?
You have to. If there any rapper that's listening to this, you have a
Why
rap
do you
voice.
have to though?
Because it
Wouldn't
sounds
it be
better.
different or groundbreaking to be yourself? Like one of the core fundamentals I consider in hip hop and music in general is authenticity. So when you're putting on a voice and you say, "Oh, you have to rap like that," you don't have to. You can rap however you want. It's all about authenticity at the end of the day. Like I understand putting on a persona or something, but when it's you as a person, like talking about your experiences, why are you putting on a voice that doesn't align with how you talk normally?
Want to hear me do a rap in my normal voice? Huh? I can do that.
It's up to you, man.
I'm on the tippy top of the monolith. Grippy drop, open the slot, not even bump by gynecologists. That's ironic shit. Drizzy flop is expected. Only Kendrick remain in the big three is in need of some remodeling. You want me to do it again? Here. I'm on the tippy top of the monolith. Grippy drop, open the slot, not even bump by gynecologists. That's ironic shit. Drizzy flop is expected. Only Kendrick remains, meaning the big threes in need of some remodeling.
You can still hear it a little bit, but that sounds much more natural than how you would a normal.
It sounds lifeless though. I'm not putting energy in.
You can put energy. It's just the way you slur some of the speeches. It's the way you say some of those words. It's the pronunciations.
Yeah, it's to sound good. It sounds good to me. I like it.
I got you. I was just saying that's one thing that I personally had to overcome.
Yeah,
because it comes off as such.
I'll be more authentic then. Yeah.
You ain't gotta change nothing. I'm just one person with an opinion.
Of course.
Like my opinion don't fucking matter. It's your art. Make your art how you want. Yeah, I'm just saying this is just a conversation between two people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to talk about the Red Shepherd?
Yes. Last topic. I want to talk about the Red Shepherd. I'm excited as fuck to hear it. I'm excited for everything in store. I'm ready, man. What do you want to speak on that?
Well, I think the Red Shepherd is going to be very groundbreaking, not only because it's an underground artist tackling topics that have never been tackled before in the underground in this way, but just the way I'm presenting it is going to be so out of the box. Like I'm telling you, like promotion, bro. Like this is like crossing the line between promotion and propaganda. Deadass. Like that's
hard.
When it's a rollout, it's propaganda. I'm literally forcing you to listen to this shit. Like I do not give a fuck. There's gonna be like signs everywhere. Like your phone, you're gonna get fucking Amber Alerts. Listen to Red Shepherd. Like this is gonna be propaganda. Like
I'm excited, man.
It's real, and it's like the music itself, very groundbreaking. All self-produced, completely new sound. Nobody's ever heard this sound before, and it's like the extent that I'm going to make it happen. I've already spent thousands of dollars just to be in the environment of the Red Shepherd because, as you know, I'm going to Albania in 4 months. And I'm going to be there for a whole month, 28 days. And I'm going there because that country's history resonates so well with the Red Shepherd because they were under a brutal communist regime for 70 years and they just recovered from it after 30 years. So when I go there, I'll be able to talk to people who directly experience oppression and shit like that. Here, you're not going to find that. Here in America, people make this shit up. You'll talk to any Trump supporter. Oh, Bidenomics, he fucking raising the gas. You've not seen shit, bro. Have you ever been taken out of your house just for having an opinion? Mindset, yeah, I want to go somewhere where I can talk to people who actually have lived through this shit. Not a fucking conspiracy theorist, you know? Yeah. So, not only that, but just the environment of Albania, the way it looks, the way it feels, it's so perfect. Like, they have bunkers everywhere. Resonates so well with the theme of the album. Like, man, I'm so excited to be there, bro. Like,
bro, I'm excited too. Shit, I'm very excited to see what you create.
Yeah, it's gonna be a full experience. Like, you'll be able to read it as a novel, listen to it.
You gonna make a book?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, no, not. I'm gonna brand it as a manifesto.
Okay.
because there's a book. It's called the Karl Marx Manifesto. He's a communist.
Yeah.
He invented communism, and it's a really popular book. It's like a guide to his ideology.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
So the manifesto is going to be a guide to the Red Shepherd and what it means. You know, it's going to be branded as such. It's not going to be like a book you'll find in a library. It's going to be like some underground shit.
Are you thinking about doing physical copies or digital?
Physical. It's going to be a mix of both, but I really want to introduce it in a samizdat fashion, which samizdat is a way that people in the Soviet Union, artists, would voice their art without being silenced. So they'd have all these secret ways to get it to people, distribute it. So I really want to play into that and make it a little less accessible than just going to the record store and finding the Red Shepherd, you know?
I can't lie, man. From everything I know about this project, I can honestly say this is the most effort that has ever gone into, like, that I've seen into a underground project. I'm very excited to see what you create.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even going to be underground.
We're going to try to come out for that Albania trip, man. Get some food.
I hope so, man.
Definitely.
But it's really like, it's not going to even be underground when it's out. Like, I think this is going to be a very groundbreaking, revolutionizing album where even people who don't listen to underground music, they're going to be listening to that shit. I'm going to have at least 100,000 people listening as soon as it drops. And I'm saying it just to manifest it, really. Like, I'm going to be honest, bro. The way this industry is set up, they don't give you the steps.
Yeah.
You don't have the steps. I don't know what I'm doing.
Gatekeeping.
It's so gatekeeping. But when you manifest it, it just happens. Like, people always tell me, like, oh, I'm going to school to make music because I don't know the technical skills. I tell you all the time, you don't even need technical skills, bro. If your idea is good enough, then you'll find a way to execute it. You don't need the technical skills. You can use samples. You can use anything to project your idea. And if it's not good enough to be able to project it without the resources, then it's not good enough. And just don't, like, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm good enough to where even without technical skills, I can execute any idea that comes to mind. So when I say, like, this rollout's going to be propaganda, it is going to be propaganda. I'm manifesting it. I'm manifesting that people will finally, like, understand that I have something going on and want to work with me because it's so gatekept. People don't want to work with me for some reason. You know, like, I know people who have such a small catalog and have, like, loyal supporters that'll do anything for them. And for me, it's like nobody's on my side, you know? Besides you guys, nobody is really, like, working with me. Like, let's work with the Red Shepherd. Let's work to make it propaganda. Let's work to create a beautiful album that'll bring awareness to so many things and change the industry.
I'm fucking excited. I'm ready. I'm ready.
And it's not going to be no falsifying shit that you talked about for the past 30 minutes. It's not going to be any of that shit. It's not going to be me talking about boom, do. I experience gun violence. If I talk about something,
and that's what I can respect.
I've seen it
you going to ground zero.
Yeah,
ground zero.
I want to see it firsthand.
That's what's up.
I talk about shit like my grandmother passing away, you know, me getting bullied as a child, dealing with suicidal thoughts to this extent. It's nothing falsifying. Nothing I say in that album is false.
What do you plan to receive out of this project?
Well, I want polarization, actually. I want there to be a 50-50 split. I want one half to be like, man, this is life-changing. Like, this really, I recognize this. Other half, they appreciate it, they understand it, but they still hate it.
Yeah. Do you think, so you want this project to be, to a certain, more so like a conversation?
Yeah, like, I want it to just influence a lot of conversations and a lot of, like, even, like, conversations regarding me being a great artist. Like, put me in the big three at this point, bro. Drake and J. Cole are not in the big three no more. They're out of this bitch. Put me in the big three. I don't care. Put me in there, bro. I want this to spark conversations. And the real impact I want is to bring awareness to mental health. And to bring awareness to how people's actions can shape violence in the future, like you were saying with King Von. Let's say I was bullied as a kid, or some other person was bullied as a kid throughout the whole life. They grew up, became antisocial, morbidly depressed, ended up shooting up a school. Oh, why did they do that? Maybe because of the way they were fucking treated, bullied, right? So this album, I wanted to bring awareness to say that your actions influence the same people who shoot up schools, and then you want to complain, oh, we got to do something about it. We got to, oh no. That's where it starts, bro. It starts with treating people with respect. You know, treating people right.
Definitely. Mental health does play a big part in how people treat each other. I definitely agree.
It's the biggest issue with the country too. Like everybody wants to make up these issues when like the only issue with our country is how we treat people. We don't treat people with love.
Yeah.
We treat them as statistics. So
no, that's right. Shit,
like,
statistics.
How are we supposed to like influence anybody if we don't individualize people? You know,
Yeah.
we treat people as margins instead of individuals. We treat them as portions. You know, we have to defraction everything and focus on individuals.
Yeah.
How to respect this person, how to treat them accordingly, how to accommodate them. It's a human being, bro. This is not a machine. And you know that the Red Shepherd is like just talking all about that, you know? Like what happens? Like, and I'm really excited to do that, but the only way I'll be able to really focus on this project is to get off social media, man.
I feel you.
We talked about this. Social media is fucking
I
rough,
know you taking a break. You taking a break.
It's gonna be a good footnote though. We're gonna create something that's a bookmark for me to leave. You know,
definitely.
It's not gonna be too long though. Maybe like a year or two, maybe 6 months. Who knows? But I need to get off social media. It's rough, man. People are just so opinionated on social media, and it, you know, a lot of artists say, "Oh, the haters, they don't get to me." Like that shit doesn't affect me. It affects everybody. I don't care what nobody says. I'm talking about some. And if it doesn't, then you're putting on a shell that hurts you in the end because you're desensitizing yourself to everything. As a human being, you have to be sensitive to things.
Yeah.
Like I hate when people try to put on a shell. Like
because to feel is to be human.
Yeah. If you don't feel anything, then what are you? You're just a fucking turtle. Like.
Yeah. He said turtle. But yeah, I get what you're saying, man. It's very important to make sure to treat people how you would be treated. Like that's a fundamental.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Social media doesn't treat me how I want to be treated, and it's really it hurts. Even like my own audience, bro. It's so like rough when I make group chats that are like designed to talk about my music.
Yeah.
And all they talk about is some bullshit. Like they just send memes and be like, they'll like screenshot like the funniest lyric instead of actually talking about having a real conversation about the music. Yeah. Like let's have conversations. Like I haven't had any conversations about my music. It's always been about other music. Like they'll go in there and talk about fucking dark fantasy. This is not a group chat for Kanye, bro. This is my group chat. Like why are we talking about the story of All of the Lights?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Red Delicious. Let's talk about Skywalker, Final Harvest, which you said is my best song probably.
Bro, Final Harvest is amazing. Like from the subject matter to how you delivered on that song down to the finest point of the production, like a sample. Bro, that song, I love that song.
But the internet's attention span is too low to comprehend it, I guess.
It's very hard to battle against the internet.
It is, man. It's just the attention spans are just so fucking trash.
Nah, I feel you.
Like, I hate, like, we haven't even talked about like the industry at all. But like, bro, I think it's so irritating.
That's a whole different thing.
Bro, shit. We're expected as artists to be content creators. And like, bro, I have content creator friends. They don't get mad at me for this, thankfully. But I expose the shit out of them because, bro, like, how are you going to put all this effort into a beautiful video? Like, this is a full-length video right here. We put all this effort in. We create beautiful music videos with concepts, scripts, everything, only to fucking cut out 15 seconds of it and have it blow up. Nobody actually goes and watches the full video, though. Like, when I'm on TikTok, I'll promote maybe 15 seconds of a song. It blows up. The song gets like 2 streams on Spotify.
So people only want to see. It's difficult to try to navigate the attention from that short to the actual product.
Yeah, because people just want to consume 15-second shorts, and it's just, I feel like all art has been reduced to 15-second clips now.
It's rough,
and It's either you conform to that or you become homeless.
Trust, as somebody who makes music videos, like most of the content I make is music videos. Trust me, I definitely understand. Like, you can make a 2 to 5 minute music video, but if you don't market at least a good 15 seconds, I got you.
Yeah,
That was very hard to do, like, very recently. Like, I had to
you just don't
pick out a part, but I'm like, damn, just watch the video.
Yeah, but then it even influences the way we create too, because there's so many music video directors where they're like, they focus on this one portion. Like, when they're writing a script, they have a portion dedicated to the TikTok part.
Yup.
Why the fuck do you do that, bro? Like,
man, trust.
That's like if Picasso was like,
let me make a painting and then
Da
let me
Vinci.
get a little painting.
Yeah,
to show
like
everybody
there's like
size.
there's like a little like a crop at the bottom. Like, take a picture of this, but not the full picture.
Let me show you the part.
It looks like a fucking Minecraft painting when you
like, it's the Mona Lisa and then just the eyes. They carry around. Like, check this out.
Like, bro, you need the full picture. I hate the attention span, bro. Like, I wish y'all listened to my discography.
Definitely.
And I hate when people listen on shuffle too.
I definitely encourage listen to his discography, because there are some gems. Like, I definitely feel like you should, if you are proud in this art though, you need to act as such, because and this isn't just you, but artists in general, they will promote a song for a week and then in the dust. Like, even with Panorama, you made a filter, you did like all these such and such, but it gets to a point like you don't really promote the album as much as you should. Like, and that shouldn't even be a thing, promotion, but you should be at least proud of your art too. And I'm guilty of it too. I need to get into the habit of bringing up conversations about some of the work I've already done. Like, shit, after this video goes up, I might put up like 3 music video clips on Instagram to highlight the old videos I did. So definitely it's a struggle, because you don't want to oversaturate, but you also don't want to have it fade away.
Yeah, you'd be very surprised. Like, every video you watch on YouTube, because there's always points, like once a week I'll get desperate and search how to promote album. There is not a single video out there that shows you how to promote an album,
because the music industry is tricky.
It's just songs.
It's
like, you can promote singles all you want. I did
the thing with albums, like, is you need a content base.
Yeah,
you need a consumer base.
Like,
and in order to grow that, you need to be a content creator. So it's rough. It's rough. I get you.
Which I think is so ridiculous, because if we're talking content, 3004 has more content than any of your albums. 3004 has like 10 music videos that you can watch. That's content. Why are we not watching the music videos?
Exactly.
Like, why do you need a fucking caption in a 15-second clip? Just go watch the music video.
Like a TikTok dancing.
Bro, there's 40 minutes of footage. That's content. Like, how is that not a content base, you guys? Like, what the? That's ridiculous, bro.
It's a struggle between content and art.
Yeah, you'd be so surprised how difficult it is to promote an album. Like, it's just, if you're not established already, creating an album is just throwing a shot in the dark, bro. Yeah. And I'm not trying to fuck up with Red Shepherd, because if I put all this work in, thousands of dollars, so many thoughts and effort into Red Shepherd,
then in your sense, focus on that rollout.
Yeah, the rollout is so
Heavy
important.
On the rollout.
So important without selling out.
We've been doing a project called Vote Bakery, right? And I think this is the first time actually talking about it on camera.
Okay.
Where this isn't the main project we want to make. This is more so just to establish what we're doing. And we're about to wrap up making the album, but then we need to worry about marketing. So I completely understand what you're talking about, because you got to work on marketing strategies. You got to work on how to roll it out. You need to work on all these other things. So I definitely understand.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge trying to roll out an experimental album, bro.
Hey, no matter what, we right here.
Yeah, man, thank you.
We here for you.
I'm excited for your album.
Let us know what we can do. Shit.
Are you like super secretive about the album?
The Vote Bakery one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Secret as fuck. I'll play you a couple songs.
I'm not on the album. So
It's a lot of genres. It's a lot of genres on it and shit.
Is it all Chicago?
Damn near.
Okay.
Every artist is from the Chicago area. Okay. We have like one person from Gary, Indiana, and that's about it.
Are you done with the project already?
Damn near. We waiting on the last 2 features. Mix it up.
Is there still room?
Shit, I'm gonna play you some of the songs, but we're already scouting for the next project. So I'm gonna let you know.
Next project?
Did you have anything else?
You should do a Northwest Indiana project.
Man, I don't know enough people out here. I can connect you. I'll see. We gotta get into it, but
so are you just like curating it?
Curating it, producing it, etc.
You're producing it?
No, I'm working with producers.
Okay.
So one of the people I manage, No. Shout out No. Great producer. I'll play you some of his beats, but he's amazing. But shit, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
No,
I think this is about like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's really hot out here. Yeah, that was a good conversation. Yeah, man, I really appreciate it. If y'all know the backstory behind this, I went on Instagram Live maybe a week ago, and I was kind of just ranting, dude. But
we were worried. We were both watching it. We were like, "Is he okay?" Like, we wanted to check in on you.
I was on some alcohol, you know.
You were drinking?
Yeah, a little bit. I was a little fucked up. I was just speaking my mind.
He's off the Migos. He said,
"Yeah."
He was on the Casamigos. He said,
"I was on Corona."
He was off of Corona.
Light though. I'm a lightweight. But yeah, I was just speaking my mind.
His ass, he is heavy drinker. He said, "Give me the Eddie Black." Shit.
But I was speaking my mind on Instagram Live, and then I said a lot of questionable things that made people worried. But I'm good, guys. You know, I'm not on the alcohol today. I'm just on the coffee. Shout out Boba Tea and Coffee, Munster, Indiana. They had me sign a piece of paper today. Like, what the fuck?
For what?
I walked in dressed like this, and they just walked up to me with a Post-it note. They're like, "Can you write us a message on here?" I was like, "Okay."
They're like, "Nah, he's gonna be big."
If y'all go to Boba Tea and Coffee, you'll see my my note. It says, "Be authentic."
That's what's up. Shit.
And I wrote Dremmz.
See, it's important to be authentic, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
And I'm becoming a local celebrity. That's good.
That's what's important. Shit.
But yeah, thank you for reaching out and allowing me to do my first real interview. Because I have done an interview in the past with Jeevan, Off Record Sounds, but it never came out because the audio was fucked up. And we did it in New York City. It was really dark.
I know.
So this is the first real one.
We might have a couple issues with audio, but shit, we gonna find a way.
Well, if y'all want to see why, you can.
Yeah, we got lawnmowers and shit. Mowing the same spot.
No, deadass, bro. Hand the camera around. If the audio looks bad, that's why.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
But we'll wait till he passes. Hold on.
That's cool.
But I think that's a wrap. Thank you for your time, man.
Thank you for your time, bro.
Appreciate it.
Bunny, you got anything?
No, that's it.
All right, bet. We're good.
It's a wrap.
All right.